All right, so table 4, I've got the 6-9-8-4 double suited that I open on the button. And I face a 3-bet from the small blind, who is playing 39-13 over 114 hands. And this is a pretty standard call in position, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you could ever fold in. You could like maybe start the 4-bet if you were deeper, but that's a completely different scenario. At like 100 BB stacks, it's pretty much always just a call and go from there.
Okay. So I do make the call. Oh, and my internet was kind of slow at the time. And then right off the bat, he leads out for pot.
Okay.
So I've got like a weak flush draw and a gut shot. And some backdoor draws.
So what are your thoughts on this then?
Well, my thoughts are, I'm not exactly sure what he has, but given his, I mean, he could have like an overpair. He could have some kind of a. I mean, he could definitely have a better draw. Like my worst fear is he's got, pocket aces with a better draw.
Yeah, of course.
But I know that in the past we've talked about how I tend to overestimate how good someone is rangers. So he could very well have like blank aces here or like a king jack type hand. Pocket kings are certainly a possibility. He could have a better draw than me. Like an ace queen with clubs. I mean, and he bets pretty big. Like,
yeah, he's obviously committed. I'll say this: I don't think you have any fold equity with the shove.
No, I don't either. And I don't have a great draw.
Yeah. So, I guess my question to you then is like, first off, what's his 3-bet range to begin with?
I'm not sure. I mean, he's yet to 3-bet over 114 hands, but I mean, most people tend to 3-bet aces and then just a bunch of high broadways or like middle type rundowns, like a Jack 10, 9-8 type hand, Queen 10, 9-8, etc., etc.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because he hasn't 3-bet in over 114 hands. That's a pretty good sample. I mean, you could obviously be card dead, but because he's 3-betting out of position and he's yet to 3-bet, I'm gonna guess it's geared more towards higher cards. So he probably hit this board pretty hard. If you think he has blank aces, you obviously cannot fold because you have way too much equity, especially with your backdoor hearts and like a 5 or a 4. So that's kind of close, but but I would say the biggest thing that you need to realize here, like I said, is there's no fold equity.
Right.
You could consider if you had better reads on him and you knew that he was gonna like check fold a lot of turns that like were really bad cards for him, like a queen, a 10, a 9, an 8. A queen 10, 9, or 8. And then like maybe even I don't think he's gonna check fold anything else. So that's a consideration that you could have if he like plays really straightforward in the turn, or he'll give you like free cards a lot. But if he's any bit aggressive here, you have to either shove the flop because you think your equity is good enough to go all in, or you have to fold and assume that he's going to have you dominate fair enough and your equity is going to be really, really bad. Well, not really bad, but not good enough to shove, basically.
Right.
I'm going to guess, so the combination of him betting pot here and the fact that it's so drawy, if it was like less drawy, if it was like King Jack 2 Rainbow or something he potted, and we had, I don't know, like a different hand, but along the same like strength, like Queen 10, like something, I'm going to guess it's closer to a shove because he's probably going to be not lighter for value, but basically he's going to want more fold equity. Whereas like when he bets this size and this draw via board, I think that he's more likely he has a really good hand. He's just kind of wanting to pot it out.
Right.
Just reading into his bet sizing. But yes, I think this is definitely a fold or shove spot, and I think I lean towards fold until we have more reads about his range in general.
Okay.
That's obviously really nitty, but basically, you could be folding like, I'd say like you have like, what, 50% against naked aces, I think? Maybe if more?
I've got a little bit less. Against naked aces, I just did it. I've got 40, Yeah, like 46.5%.